Hello everyone. In today's session, you're going to see how to practice from the AAT website. So if you're an AAT student, you'll be able to log in to your My AAT portal and you'll be able to practice some mock question from there. So let's have a look. First, all you need to do, you need to log in to your My AAT account. So you can type on the Google, just type like My AAT login. And after that, you put your email address and the password, and it will take you to your portal. Once you log into the portal, you will see the training and assessment. So you have to click the training and assessment and it will take you to this page. And once you are in this page, you will see all this information, the study support, and you have to click AAT Lifelong Learning Portal. So you want to click this one. As soon as you click this one, it will take you to the next page and it will show you which subject or which module you are enrolled with. And if you enroll for example, level 2, you'll see all the level 2 paper here. If you enroll for level 3, you're going to see level 3 paper here. Now let's have a look at the recent activities. So if you practice recently any question, you'll see it here. If you don't see it, anything here, you can see on the My Plan and you will see other paper here. If you don't see any paper that you're looking for, you can type here on the search box. For example, you can type personal tax, you can type business tax, any paper you're looking for, you can type it here and it will be appear on this window. Then all you have to do, you have to choose the paper, which paper you like to practice. For example, if I like to practice management accounting budgeting, so I click this one and it will take me to the next page. Now, of course, like every time when you open a page, it will give you the new information, it will give you some new access. Now, when you click any specific paper, it will give you only the information about that paper. For example, for the management accounting budgeting, you're going to see all the information about the budgeting. So you can see we have an e-learning, we have a key calculations, we have a video, we have a real life scenario, green light test, practice assessment, and mapping documents, examiner report. All of this thing we have is very important. The first thing is the practice assessment that you have to practice. Make sure you do that because there is 2 practice assessment here for each module, and this is very helpful and very similar like if real exams. So if you practice this question, you will be very comfortable, and the format you're going to see, it will be exactly like your final exam. Also, remember to read the examiner report because examiner report will tell you which area a student don't get the enough mark and which area you can improve by looking at the examiner report. So examiner will tell you looking at that area and improve that area. So if you follow the examiner report, you will get a very good score. For example, if any student look for 90 or 95% marks, you have to make sure you read the examiner report very carefully so that you can improve on that area to get a good score in the exam. The next one, we have a green light test. And here you have some test. It's like MCQ test and you have to write some question. So of course, like if you do that, you can check yourself how much you know from this paper. The next one we have the practice assessment. This is the one we're looking for. There is 2 mock paper here. The first one is practice assessment 1 and the practice assessment 2. This one come with answers. So you can see here on the bottom, we have a model answer. So once you do the practice, you can always check the answer with that as well. The next one we have here that is very important. That is called Surface Viewer installation and the support. This one you have to have on your computer. If you don't have this one, the Surface Viewer on your computer, you will not be able to practice this assessment on your computer. So it's like Adobe software and you have to install this one before you open any practice assessment. So all you have to remember, you have to click here and it will take you to the next page and it will tell you how to install that. My computer, I already have it, so I really don't need it. So, but if you need it, you can always click and it will take you here. And from there, you can practice that. Now, of course, as I said, if you don't download this one, you will not be able to practice. Remember, we have 2 options there. One we have for the Windows computer and one we have for the Mac. So if you have an iOS software on your computer, MacBook, so you need to make sure you download that one. If you have the normal one, like Windows, you have to install the Windows one. So once you open this one, then you can practice the practice assessment from here. And for example, you choose the practice assessment one. So let's have a look. If we click this one, it will take us to the next page. And here they'll ask you to please select here to continue. So we need to continue that. And this time, this window will take us to the Surface Viewer, that is another software. And we're going to see the practice question there. So you need to be very careful. The Surface need to be downloaded before you practice the question. Now, once we have this one, this window is open, we'll be able to see this one on the screen. And if we see this one, that means we are almost there. So you can see the key code. Now in the real exam, the invigilator, he will give you the code. But of course, like for the practice assessment, it's just like samples. So you say ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to say, okay. And after all, you have to check your detail. In the real exam, it will be your name, your date of birth, and your exam paper name. But here it's just a sample, so you have to say confirm, and they'll ask you to double check, you double check and confirm, and it will take you to the main page for the practice. Now, of course, once you move into this page, it will give you some window information, and this information is a very common. Like if you read it now, you really don't have to read on the final exam. So make sure you read all the information, because if you read it now, your final exam will be really easy. You really don't have to read again. Now, some of the students, they always ask, like, even I come up to here, and after that, I don't know where to click to start the assessment. The reason is your window maybe have a too much zoom in, and because of the zoom in, you will not be able to see the start assessment. Even if you can see, if I scroll down and I don't see where to start. So in this case, all you have to do, we have to look at on the left corner on the window, and you have to click view. And from the view, you have to click zoom out. And if you click zoom out, you'll see this information, and you can see here now start assessment. Now, if you don't see after zoom out, you have to zoom out few times, because if the computer have a too much zoom in, and then you have to do a few times zoom out so that you can see start assessment. As soon as you see the start assessment, you can click here, and it will take you to the practice page. Now, the practice page is basically the question. So it will be exactly the question that you're going to see in the exam. The format will be exactly the same. The template will be exactly the same. Of course, you're going to see different sort of question in the real exam, but the format, the template, the mark for each question will be exactly the same. So if you practice these two practice assessment from the AAT website for your preparation, that means it will give you a complete picture on your head and on your mind what question you're going to see in the final exam, and how you're going to answer, for which question, how many marks, everything. So it's very important you practice these two questions a few times so that you make yourself clear. And you can see here the time will be start running, and you have to finish the exam on time. And you can, by practicing this one, you can make yourself ready for the exam, and you can see how to manage the times. So of course, I always recommend my student, you need to make sure to practice all of this. And also, like once you submitted this paper, you're going to see like you pass or not. Of course, it's not going to show you the feedback or the percentage, but of course you will see you are competent or not, but you're not going to see which one you made a mistake. But there is a separate answer for that. You can always go to the answer. You can check which one you done right, which one is not right. If you don't understand any question, you can always go back to the answer and you can practice. And this one, you can practice 100 times. There is no restriction for that. And the more you practice, you'll be more confident for the exam. So that's how you can practice from your AAT website. If you don't know how to practice the green light test, the practice assessment, now you know, and you can practice all this mock paper from the AAT website. I hope this video will help you to know how to practice from the AAT website. And if you have any question, feel free to email me. I will explain you more if you don't understand anything. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this video will help you to understand more.